So in this next example, we're going to try to find the principal that needs to be invested at a certain interest rate over a certain amount of time to get a specific ending balance here. If you want to earn an annual rate of 10% on your investments, how much to the nearest cent should you pay for the note that will be worth 5,000 in 6 months? So here we know that our annual rate R, and the word annual means you're going to deal with simple interest. So annual rate R is equal to zero point 0.1. And we also know that we want the money to be, we want it to be paid at the end. We want to have $5,000. So that's going to be our our ending balance here. And we're going to do it over a 6 month period. Remember, we have to convert this months to years. So T is equal 6 months would be 6 divided by 12, because there's 12 months in a year. So that's 0.5 of a year. And so when I calculate this, then I want to set up the formula. Remember, our formula for this is A is equal to the principal times 1 plus the rate times your time, expressed in years. So we're going to plug in what we know, and we know that A is 5,000. That is equal to P times 1 plus my R here is 0.1 times my T, which is 0.5. And so now when we work this, remember, we always want to try to work the inside of this parentheses part first. And in particular, I'm going to do this. So when I multiply 0.1 times 0.5, I get 0.05. And I'm going to add that to 1. So it's going to clean up to be this over here. 5,000 is equal to, I'm still looking for P, but this will be 1 plus 0.05, so it'll be 1.05 there. If I want to solve this equation for P, I'm going to divide this by, both sides by that 1.05 and get P by itself. And when I do that, I get my principal is equal to $4,761.90. So this next problem is going to talk about what we call a T-bill. And in this particular problem, we start off by saying that when we talk about simple interest on short-term notes, we often use what's called a banker's year. And a banker's year is 360 days rather than 365. And that's because it's a lot easier to make calculations based on 360, where numbers come out nicer than 365. So we're going to assume anytime we have, and it says short-term notes, so that's probably less than a year, we're going to assume that the number of days we're working with is 360. So in this particular problem, it says, Treasury bills are used by the U.S. Treasury Department to finance the public debt. Suppose a 180-day T-bill with maturity value of $10,000 is purchased for $9,893.78. What annual simple interest rate is earned on this T-bill? Answer as a percentage rounded to 3 decimals. So look what we're trying to find here. In the end, we want to know what is the annual interest rate. So this is a simple interest formula we're going to use. And they tell us that we have this T-bill, and it's a 180-day T-bill. So that's going to be my time. And my time here is equal to 180 days. And we're out of 360 days. So this is basically 0.5. They tell me it matures to this value right here. So if it's going to mature to that, that's going to be my ending balance. So my A here is equal to 10,000. And then the amount I invested, P, is sitting here. P is equal to $9,893.78. So using the formula, A is equal to P times 1 plus R times T. I'm going to try to calculate this by plugging in what I know. So I know that A is 10,000, and that equals P, which is $9,893.78, times 1 plus, I don't know R, but I do know T is 0.5, so I'll do 0.5 R here. And so now when we calculate this, anytime we're given the principal and the ending amount, A, we're always going to divide by the principal first. So I'm going to divide both sides by $9,893.78. When I do that on the left-hand side, I get 1.0107. And I want to try to carry as many decimals as I can, 36038. And it's equal to 1 plus 0.5 R. Well, if I want to solve for this R variable out here, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to subtract off 1 on both sides. So when I subtract off 1 on both sides, it goes away. I'm left with 0.01073638 equals 0.5 R. Now, if I want to solve for R, I'm going to divide everything by 0.5. 0.5, 0.5. So when I divide that by 0.5, I get R is equal to 0.02, and they said take it to 3 decimals, 0.021. So this is R is equal to 2.1% interest rate.